that aviary. Off to your right, we have the 2 Brazilian Toco toucans that are presently being fed at the moment.
Wow.
They're flying around. You can see their bright orange and yellow beaks. That is what they eat with. That's what they use to collect their food. They are Harlow beaks. They eat mostly fruits. However, they also eat vegetation, an occasional reptile or rodent egg. Rodent egg. Reptile or bird egg. Maybe rodent eggs, but one thing they don't eat, they don't eat crickets. I hear they actually eat Lucky Charms. And that rock wall to the right. Beyond that wall, you'll find our 6 Asian small-clawed otters, Dale and Peta, and their 4 children. They're absolutely utterly adorable. You ought to go see them. Now, right across the street, you can see our 2 beautiful scarlet macaws, Jimmy and Rhoda. Hi, Jimmy and Rhoda. Passing by Swan Lake, home to our 2 New Zealand black swans, Nina and Shadow. Make sure you say hi to Shadow and Nina as you're leaving, especially say Shadow's name so loud he knows his name. He'll answer you back, actually, by ruffling up his feathers, lifting up his neck, and maybe giving you a little swan song. Now we're entering the part of the zoo that you can only see if you're riding the train with us. It's the working part of the zoo. I always call it the outback of the zoo, but not the outback with the wallabies and kangaroos, but with Marburg Industries. And the back of this building has our Discovery Pavilion. And in there we have an animal kitchen. You can actually go and watch our chefs prepare over 260 diets a day for over 400 animals. And this 2-story building, the ride is our Stuart Abercrombie Animal Health Clinic. We have 2 in-house vets, state-of-the-art medical equipment to take care of all our animals and make sure they are all healthy and happy. And straight ahead to the left, we're going to be passing by the train barn, and that's where Emmett is right now. Emmett had a little issue today, so we're mending him. He's getting some medical attention. Hi, Emmett. And just past the train barn, you'll find Gibbon Island, home to our 2 white-handed gibbons. See if we can find them. Where are you guys? I think they're on the other side of the island at the moment. They keep over there. We have 2 white-handed gibbons, Bono and Jasmine. Jasmine is 46 years old. And she's lived here pretty much her whole entire life. Bono's been here for about 4 years. He came down from Eureka, California. They're mostly arboreal animals, which means they live in the trees. In the wild, they actually don't come out of the trees much at all. You wouldn't see them on the ground. They're staying away from predators. Because they're arboreal, they don't swim, so they won't cross this moat. And that's why we don't need a fence around it. And on the left, that is the Andre Clark Bird Refuge. It's visited every year by over 200 species of bird, both saltwater and freshwater birds. That's because that water is called brackish water. Brackish water is a mixture of salt and fresh water. And the islands that you see there are the man-made islands and the wreckage and rubble of the 1925 earthquake. If you ever get a chance to walk around the refuge, there's a family of what are called ruddy ducks. And those ruddy ducks are tiny, dark brown ducks with a turquoise bill. They're quite cute. Now we're going to cross our trestle and blow our whistle. That lets our California condor friends up there to the right know we're coming. See those big beautiful birds up there? The adult-sized birds, they catch about 25 pounds and a wingspan of 9.5 feet. In the 80s, they were virtually extinct. There's only 22 of them left in the wild. Now through conservation effords, there's over 500 of them, with half of that living in the wild. They are still critically endangered, however. They only lay 1 egg every 1.5 years. Watch out for these guys, they're just looking for a handout. But if you keep staring at them right in the eyes, they will not move. And just beyond that rock wall, This guy, that's Caesar. They're over 450 pounds of pure muscle. And they are bachelors. They're too young to have a family of their own. They're too old to live with mom and dad. I'd like to introduce you to Jake. Hi, Jake. He's the fake mosaic snake. He always lets me know when we're about to enter the African savannah, where we have our two southern ground hornbill birds in there. And of course, the main attraction, our small tower of Maasai giraffes. And a tower of giraffes, if you don't know, is a group of giraffes. The giraffe sitting right there in the middle, that's our newest and youngest giraffe, that's Malia. She was born November 4th of last year. When she was born, she was about 6 foot tall. African lions. Ralph and Felicia. Where are you guys? Oh, there's Ralph and Felicia on that rock, doing what they do most of the time if they're awake, staring at the giraffes. In the wild, Felicia, she would do all the hunting while Ralph protects the pride, which is the family of lions. I can tell because they still have their trunks on. Woo! And here's that bamboo I talked about. We grow that for the gorillas and the giraffes. Bravo! Bravo, puppy! The property of the zoo on used to be owned by a wealthy, eccentric woman named Lillian Child. And then in 1963,